Far in the distance,
the clash of titans had begun.
Spewing a jet of biological fire that melted the tip of the girder into molten slime.
the battle raged along road. A street of lovers and dreamers now turned into a gladiatorial arena.
Finally, with a monumental effort, Kong lifted the 40 meters of thrashing death high into the air.
It came from beyond the stars, a messenger of chaos.
A punch that emptied lungs and rattled the very soul of the city.
It hummed with quiet power as she manipulated the crane controls.
Slowly, a massive obsidian sphere rose from the smoldering pit, dragged upward by steel cables straining against its impossible weight.
Slowly, a massive obsidian rose from the smoldering pit.
Silver jhumkas flashed at her ears as she whispered into her comms, "Containment breach." Her tablet was already
mapping a terrifying heat signature, coiled within the sphere.
Then, with a sound like cracking bone, the sphere fractured.
A hiss, impossibly loud and impossibly cold, escaped into the morning air.
What emerged was a nightmare given form. 40 meters of obsidian scales, shimmering like polished death, and eyes burning with the heat of a furnace.
It tasted the air, a complex symphony of fear, dust, and human heartbeat.
The great serpent ignored the burning wreckage around it.
In his hand, he clutched a hard drive worth more than the entire building collapsing behind him.
11 minutes later, chaos erupted in Hitech City.
At Charminar, Ayesha Begum, a young activist and influencer,
This is real!
Far in the distance,
Its head swaying above the 40th, a periscope from a primordial hell.
Missiles. They're bouncing off it like hail.
Helicopters flew in tight formation.
This is Princess Brigades, piloted by legends like Squadron Leader Nana Khanna. Missiles streamed toward the target.
Another plan was in motion.
Serpent swatted fighter jets from the sky as if they were irritating flies. The city was losing. hope was dwindling.
At 3 in the morning, under a sky choked with smoke, 4 Chinook helicopters descended over the heart of...
Before him, King Kong, sedated and covered in containment gels, stirred. His chest.
Kong landed in the cracked, dry bed of Hussain Sagar Lake.
Serpent swatted fighter jets from the sky as if they were irritating flies. The city was losing. Hope was dwindling.
Momentarily disorienting the beast.
And from the shadows, Sanjay's drone zipped past.
Kong ripped a massive steel girder from the ravaged landscape, an alloy beam that...
He bent it into a crude but effective mace.
The clash of titans had begun.
The battle raged along road, a street of lovers and dreamers, now turned into a gladiatorial arena.
Held it there for a single silent moment against the burning skyline, and then slammed it down.
Spewing a jet of biological fire that melted the tip of the girder into molten slag.
Finally, with a monumental effort, Kong lifted the 40 meters of thrashing death high into the air.
The impact was so violent, it registered as a 4.2 magnitude tremor in Delhi.
Ayesha's phone, still streaming, caught the final, brutal image as the girder pierced the serpent's skull.
Who stood beside a king from a forgotten world to save their city.
Kong, the ape god who had saved them all, gently took Arjun's water bottle, drained, and set it down as carefully as if it were a thimble. He turned and walked west, toward whatever jungle that might remember his